Alright, for this one right here, we'll simplify and assume that all variables were positive, real numbers, and rationalize all denominators. So to rationalize your denominator, you're going to multiply it by the radical at the top and the bottom. So right here, you'll end up with 3 radical 5 all over square root of 25, which is 3 radical 5 all over 5. Like that. Okay. Over here, we multiply by square root of 6 over square root of 6, which will give us 3 square root of 12 all over, up to 16. I don't know how to do that, man. 3 square root of 12, sorry about that, all over square root of 36, which reduces to 3 square root of 12 all over 6. Now that doesn't simplify because that's not the radical, but this reduces. 3 over 6 is 1/2. So square root of 12 over 2. Which, we can actually break this down more now that I look at it. 12 is the same thing as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. Alright, the square root of 4 is 2, so you have 2 square root of 3 over 2. We're left with square root of 3. So the answer is square root of 3. Alright, this one right here, we can reduce this one. Since everything's underneath the radical, that is going to be 4 over square root of 27. Alright, which we need to rationalize that. Let's see. First I want to do this. I want to do 4 over square root of 9 times the square root of 3, which gives me 4 over square root of 9 is 3. So now all I gotta do is multiply by the radical 3. So 4 radical 3 all over 3 times 3, because radical 3 times radical 3, or we'll just say square root of 9. I don't want confusion. Then square root of 9 is 3, which is 4 square root of 3 over 9. Alright. Again, this one, we're going to multiply by square root of 6 over square root of 6. Again, that's 12 square root of 6. And right here, square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36. So you have 2 square root of 36. So now 12 square root of 6 all over 2 times 6, which is 12 square root of 6 all over 12. Now that cancels out, and I'm left with square root of 6. Alright, for this one, let's simplify the top first. So that gives me the square root of 24 minus the square root of 6 all over the square root of 3. Now, let's see. Can we simplify this any? Yeah. So let's simplify this as our odd is divisible by 3. So the square root of 24 I'm going to write as square root of 8, square root of 3. And then this one I'm going to write as square root of 2 times square root of 3 all over square root of 3. A little advanced here, but I'm going to factor out square root of 3. So now that cancels. So I have square root of 8 minus square root of 2. This breaks down to 4 square root of 2 minus square root of 2. Anyway, that's 2 square root of 2 minus 1 square root of 2, which equals 2 minus 1 is 1 square root of 2. So that's the actual answer. Alright, for this last one right here, let's just go ahead and multiply by square root of 6x on the top and bottom. So it's 3x times the square root of 12x all over 2 times 6x, because square root of 6x times square root of 6x is 36x squared, and then the square root of 36x squared is 6x. So does that reduce anything? Yeah, 3x square root of 12x all over 12x. So now the x is canceled, and then 3 out of 12 is 1/4. So square root of 12x all over 4, which that reduces square root of 4, square root of 3, square root of x all over 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Let's just write it 3x all over 4, which reduces. That reduces to 1/2. So square root of 3x all over 2. Right there.